Welcome to the JoomlaXTC Framework Tutorial 4. Now we're looking at the Styles tab, and this is what controls the style of the template. We have style 1, 2, 3, and 4 here, and these are all the parameters that you have. So first we're going to start with the style color scheme. These are the base colors that are the predominant colors of the website, and these are all controlled by CSS. So you put a value in here and it's used inside of the style CSS. Like this one is style 1, so this would be style 1 CSS that's found in the template CSS folder. You can also use these base colors inside of modules by assigning a class to it, like base color _1 _2. So if you go ahead and you start changing these colors here, you're going to see it change site-wide. So by using these parameters that we have here, we are using PHP inside of the CSS that just echoes these values. So this is pretty much so a lot like what you would do if you were using less, but you don't need to go in and build it all in less and then compile it. It's just built right here and passed over to the CSS. So now you have your button style. This is the global button style. The buttons that are used inside of our templates are based on bootstrap buttons. So the bootstrap button comes with a border radius. If you just want to have square, you'd set this to 0 pixels. Right now it's set to 3 pixels. And these are your button colors. So you have your default button, your bootstrap primary color, your info color, your success color, your warning, your danger, and your inverse button color. And these are all overrides to bootstrap, so you can go ahead and make the bootstrap buttons look the same style as your template. Next we get into the Joomla content. Joomla content page title color. This is the page title for Joomla content. Then you have your image opacity. This is the image that's in your content. So this is going to be globally as far as your category page and your article page. And the reason we have an opacity setting here is, 1 opacity means that it's full color. 7 means it's going to be a little bit transparent. So what you're able to do here is you're able to put a background color on it. So if you'd like to style all of your images to say have a purplish tint to them to match your website, you can do that here by setting the opacity and the background color. Next we have the Joomla content title color. And this is the title of your Joomla content article. Next is the category blog style. The category blog has your category title color, which is the title of the category. It has your blog item background color. Now this is for each item. If you have a 2-column, there'll be 2 columns and 2 items. So you can set a background color. So if you want that to be black, you'd set it here. Then you have your blog item text color. This is the text color for the item. Here you have your category blog item padding. So the reason we have the padding is that the item has no padding. So if you want to put some space around it, you can go ahead and set the padding there. And then we have the category blog item border radius. So if you would like to have rounded corners on it, you can go ahead and set that for 3 pixels and it'll have rounded corners. If you don't want to have any background color on the blog pages, if you just want them to look, normal blog style with no background color, just remove the background color here and set it to transparent. The reason I'm saying to set it to transparent and not to pull it out is it is echoing out a value. So if there's no value there, it basically will give an error. It won't give you an error that's visible, but there will be an error in the CSS because it's an incomplete statement. So you'll just want to put transparent there. Now we have the read more button style. The read more is the read more for Joomla. So you can have a positioning here. You can have it to the left or to the right. You can have a background color on it. You can have a text color, and you can have a border color. Then you can have all the hover colors here. So you can have it the way we have it here. We've got the text color, and we've got a border color and a background transparent, so it just has a text of purple and a border of purple. So when you hover, it becomes more of a red color. Next is the typography colors. This is the core typography for the template. So this is the body text color, your heading classes, your H1 through H6 colors, your global link color, and your global link hover color. Next is your default module style. We include over 60 variations of module styles that you can use, and you can actually use multiple module styles, so it's pretty unlimited what you can do with the module suffix styles. But for your core module style, you can go ahead and set it up to where you have your module wrap background color, so it's wrapped with a color. You can make the title have a background color. You can have a module first word color, a module second word and rest of words color, and a module border radius. So again, if you want your modules to be rounded, you put a 3 pix there. Next is the overlay option. We have an overlay that is placed on top of the website when it loads. So if, say, you want to have a splash screen there, and when somebody scrolls, you want it to scroll up and reveal the website, all you have to do here is go ahead and put your background color in and your image. If you're using an image, like let's say a big picture of a hamburger like we used in our Burger Time template, you'll want to put a background color in there too. Just so while that image is loading, there is a background color that's going to hide the rest of the site loading. Because if you don't do that and you have these large images, you might be able to see through the overlay while it's loading. But as soon as you put that in there, you've got that in there, but you have to activate the overlay module position for this to work. When the overlay module position is on, it'll come on and you can use it. So this is basically how you'd style that. Next is the background video. Background video has become a really big thing in 2016 and moving into 2017. It seems that just about everybody has some motion or a background video on their website. So we've included a easy HTML5 background video that only requires an MP4. The only problem we have right now is Joomla's Media Manager does not accept MP4 files. You can't pick them and upload them, it won't see them. No matter what you do, it's not working. So what we've had to do is just put in the name of the file here, and what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to place this background video inside of the template, images, backgrounds folder. That's where this is pulled from. So you just put the name in here and it'll play. Then you've got your background video display. If you only want to have it on the home page, you can have it on the home page, all pages, or none. Next is the loop. Do you want it to loop? Next is the video mute. Do you want it to be muted? Next is the body background video opacity. So since it's a video and it's taking over the body, if you have any photo, image, or anything as the set for your body background image, the video is going to go on top of it. But let's say like in the I Am UX template, you want to have an image and you want to have the video kind of showing through it. So this is how you do that. You set the opacity so it's 2% transparent. Background video speed. This is kind of interesting here. We've got the background video speed. 1 is the default, and you can go slower, you can go faster. If you play around with this, it can do some pretty interesting things. Setting it to 7 and playing a video, it starts to like just grab different frames and throw them together, so you can get some really interesting effects out of this. And the background video preload. Right now it's set to none because it's not preloading the video. If you set it to audio, what it's going to do is it's going to try to preload that video before the site fully loads. So setting it to none might make your site go faster. It all depends on your hosting, really. So next we have the body. So we have a body background color. You've got a body background image. You've got an image position here. You know, we put in some defaults for you, or you can type right in here. And then you've got your outer wrap body background image size. It can be auto, cover, or contain. Next, we get into the device view. So what we've done here with the template is we've set it up with a device view. So you can select that this image here for your home page, you're going to say, no, I don't want any backgrounds at device view. I want it just to be clean and simple, and I don't need to load images for a device. Or you can say, yes, you want the main image here to go ahead and... So next we have the body background device view. The device view is set up to go ahead and alternate images for different device views if you should choose. You can select no, and this won't load the background image here that is in the body. You can select yes, and it'll just keep this background image. If you select swap, then you have the option here to swap it out. So this is the landscape tablet background. this tablet background is at 979. So we put a different image here at 979. Then we have the portrait tablet, which is 767. So we put a 767 in here. And then the phone is 480. So we put 480 in here. So we're basically swapping this image out 3 times. So it's optimized for devices. Next, we have the body subpage styles. So if you'd like to have a different subpage than your home page for your body style, you would set it up here with the same parameters. Next, we get in the header. So we've got a header top background style. There is a top left and a top right module position, and they reside above the header, and this is the background color for those. Then we get into the header style. So you have a header wrap background color, and then you have a header wrap sticky background color. So if you have a sticky header, you can go ahead and you can have separate color values for the header wrap and when the sticky is implied. So that means the sticky is not on when the site first loads. You have to scroll in order for it to become sticky. So once it becomes sticky, then you can change the color. So in the way you're looking at it here, we have an RGB of 0.5. So it's kind of transparent. So then when you scroll, it becomes darker, because in some cases you might not want to have a transparent header going over the content because you won't be able to see the menu links or whatever. So you can set this to a different color, a solid color. Then you have an option of the header wrap image, image position, the background size for the header wrap if you want to cover, contain. Then you have the header wrap device view. Same setup here. So if you're using an image, you can go ahead and swap them out. And now next is the header fixed width background style. So what I was showing you here is the full width background style, and this is the fixed width. So the fixed width is actually the body width of the website, and the outer is the full width of the website. So you can do some very interesting variations with this. Next is your website logo. So you can upload your logo right here, set the logo padding. You can change the image position if you want it fixed, absolute, static. Logo positioning, you can have it top, left, or right. You can add logo text. If you don't want to have an image and you just want to use text, you can use text here. Or you could use a website logo and text. So your logo text padding, your logo text color, and your logo text position, top, left, or right. Your mobile logo. So this is going to switch out at the 767 point, and so you can have a different logo image and logo padding and website logo position. We don't have the text in here because that's handled in the typography, but again, you can set it here for the device logo width. Swap it out. I did say it was 767, but no, you've got an option right here when you want to swap it. Next is the main menu style. So you've got your background color for your main menu. You've got your main menu item background color. So if you want, say, your main menu is black, purple, whatever, right here we have it transparent because it's within the header. So we don't need to worry about applying another color. If you want to have each item have a background color, do it right there. Here's the hover background color, the active background color. Same for here's your text color, your hover color, your active color, your parent icon. This is the menu parent icon. So if you have a item that has a drop down and you want to have an icon next to it, you can select from many icons here or select none. Here's the hover effect, right 90 degrees. You might want to change it so it goes left, right, whatever. It's right there inside the framework. So the main menu drop-down style. This is for the drop-downs. You've got your background color, your border radius, in case you want to have them rounded. You've got your menu item background color, your hover color, and your active. And you have your drop-down item border radius. Then you've got your menu text color, hover color, active color, your drop-down parent icon. Same thing, if there's another link there, then you've got your icon for it, and your drop-down parent hover effect. Now we're going to get into the regions. And the regions are done very similar, and they're basically almost all the same here. So you've got your outer wrap, and then you've got your inner wrap. So your outer wrap is going to be the full width of the site, And then your inner wrap is going to be the wrap that you've set the body size at. So this is kind of cool because you can have a background style on a region. Say you want to have a big image behind it, but then you want to have the inner wrap have a different image or just be white. There's many different things you can do here. So here you've got your outer wrap background color, the image position, the background image size, auto, cover, or contain, custom outer wrap CSS. Okay, so this is where if you would say that maybe you want to add a border around the region, you could put a border statement here. Let's say you want to put a border and you want to have some special padding on it, or maybe you want this region to have a border radius. You can put the CSS right in here for the full width background style. Next, we've got the device view. Again, for the images, no, yes, swap, and then your different images here. Now, this is the fixed width style. This is the body style. So it's same thing here. We've got your image, positioning, CSS, and your device view. And this goes down through all the regions. The only region that has a little bit of some different stuff here is going to be region 3, because we've added in the component background style and the left wrap and the right wrap background color. The left wrap and the right wrap background colors can be used if, say, that you want to have a module on the right, but you want to have a background color behind that and you want to put your modules inside of it. You can set the background color right there. So then going with region 4, region 5, region 6, they're all the same as the last couple regions until we get down to the bottom. And after region 12, we've got our footer. So you've got your background color, your image position, your outer wrap, your inner wrap, backgrounds at mobile, the fixed, same thing here. Then is the back to top effect. The back to top effect can be turned on inside of our effects packages that we're going to get to next in an upcoming video. And here you can set the back to top background color, the icon color, and the icon size.